Tavahini, there are lots of educated educationals who qualify to hold these positions, but it looks like the government ignored such people. Is the teachers' right in protesting the non-selection of their own?
For every position in Ghana, and I'll say this with confidence, with every position in Ghana, you find a myriad of Ghanaians who are qualified to handle that position very well. Every position. Ghana, we are blessed. We have the human resource. People are there. No position is, there are people who can do it. At the end of the day, the appointing authority has to take a decision. So if they have taken a decision, it is for the rest of us who have made them the appointing authority, who have given them that mandate, to trust them to do the right thing. Now, if they have appointed somebody, and the person in the course of the performance of their duties, we get the sense that the person is not doing well, and we ask for that person to be removed, then it's a different matter.
Right.
But not when all the information that we are being given and everything that we are being told, it suggests that the person can do the job. Then why are we complaining? That's my position.
Right. Now, there's the issue of demanding payment of vehicle allowances and also promoting their members to higher ranks. Do you think the government should honor the request in order for them to call off the strike? Kenneth, let me speak on that for me.
Is that part of what they were?
Yeah, it is.
If those things that you stated are part of the condition that they were yearning for, I think the government should do. I think it had been agreed. That's the more reason why they can stand tall and tell you ABC, because their vehicle allowance and others need to be paid. They should honor it, because look, once you've made a political statement, you are supposed to honor that political statement. Because I quite remember that was in 2015, the same 2015, 2016. Candidate Nana Dudankwa Akufo-Addo had a meeting with the teaching unions, and he assured them that, look, in terms of their needs, to make sure at every given time it's been given to them. So once you've come and you've enjoyed the booty, you are supposed to make sure you redeem that image, because it's very, very important. 2016, whilst we were going for a meeting, he had a meeting with the same unions, and by then he even added a lot of benefits to them. For example, I quite remember when during that time we were being told that after completing your education, in terms of your education, teacher training, if you wait for 1 year and you'll be given 3 months salary. According to President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia, those things will be a thing of the past, and they'll make sure all their needs will be met. That particular year, there's the education fund made sure that they voted for President Nadu.
But all these promises you're talking about, were they fulfilled?
About 80% were not fulfilled. 80% were not fulfilled. And we can do arithmetic on that. Because when you take all those things that he mentioned, that look, when we come, we are going to do A, B, C, and D. They've not fulfilled everything. So, look, the government, I will not say the president, the government, once it is part of their condition of service, make sure you fulfill it. Because at the end of it, look, there are some areas that always I do state that we shouldn't do politics with it. Education, security, agric, and finance. These 4 ministries, we shouldn't play politics with it, because at any given time, whilst we try as much as possible to play politics with it, and it's dawned on us that we are supposed to fulfill that promises, and you try as much as possible not to do that, it implies you are not being sincere to yourself. So look, it had been agreed, let's give it to them. Or the cash is not there. Though the economy is broke, but people are still enjoying. So try as much as possible, fulfill that pledge to the teaching union, and you will be free. Let's give it to them. If you can't, there's a way of doing it. You can just sit down with them. Oh, please, because of the ABC, we can't. Can you just readjust it for us? But sometimes when you just hear the utterances from the Minister of Education, their spokesperson, sometimes from the finance minister, we don't have it, so you can do whatever you want. You remember last year, what the teaching union was saying that, look, there were A, B, C that you need to fulfill. You've not done it. Can you do it for us? Oh, we don't have money. You can do whatever you want. We had it. So why can't we try as much as possible? The teaching union, let's make sure that they get what is due them. What is due them, not what is not due them. What is due them that we've agreed upon. Let's try and meet them halfway for us to have a smooth education fund. Because once we are playing politics with education, it implies everything comes second. Because education is the best that we should give to our children.
Safohene, what's your view on this?
Well, I agree that we shouldn't play politics with education. That one, I agree entirely. I'm not agree whether I'm not so sure I ever heard 80 so many promises being made in education and 80% of them not being fulfilled. That one I'm not so sure. So that is also meaning that we shouldn't play politics with it. But what is most important is that in some cases, yes, I will concede that some of the common communication may not have gone as best as it could have, which has given rise to some of these situations. So it's important for government, particularly government spokespersons, to be very sensitive to the situations. Yes, the facts may be the same, the facts may be true, the facts may be correct, but in communicating those facts, sometimes the communicators need to be sensitive to the situation, to the environment, in order not to inadvertently cause some disaffection or upset. Because when people are, things are not the best for everybody in the world. In our situation, it's a bit more difficult, I concede. So when it happens like that, and you are telling somebody something, say, go to the hospital, you're in a lot of pain, and the doctor is coming to sort you out. Sometimes even the way the doctor will talk to you reduces the pain. But if the doctor tells you that, my friend, this thing, I have to do it like this, I have to do it like that, it can make the pain worse. So I think that's the situation sometimes we are facing with some of these situations.
Now, there's this issue with the Deputy Director General of GES, that's lawyer Boateng, to go on retirement, but it looks like nothing has been done about it. What could be the interest?
I must tell you that I don't know that specific case. I've heard about it, I don't know the specifics of it.
It's part of the issue.
Well, that's what I'm not aware of that one. You see, there's issue. It looks like in talking about this matter, they've roped in a whole lot of other issues, and they brought in a lot of personal, cited some particular individuals.
Yeah.
That this person, that person, but they all know that in the system the way it is. People have specific tasks and specific duties. People are working on various programs, various projects, and that is why sometimes when somebody is due for retirement, it is necessary for the person to go on some extension. Or granted some extensions, etc. So situations vary. So the fact that Mr. A was supposed to have gone on retirement and he hasn't gone, and Mr. B is gone, or even has had to take leave prior to that, then people begin to, no. Every situation is different and every situation is peculiar. So when we are discussing something like that, yes, let's just take the facts of the matter and then interrogate it. Then we can have an informed. But to make it just blanket, I don't agree.
Kenneth, any comment on that?
No, there's an adage from the accounts. They said, "Kokoba ne dedeba omunya omoyede." Krobomba.
Oh, come on.
Dedeba, kokoba omunya omoye krobomba.
Oh, okay.
I quite remember when Demolego was asked, it's because of his age. And they were happy. When you are within the public sector, when you attain the age of 60 to 65, you are supposed to go on retirement. That was the article that they used on Demolego. By then, Demolego had a certain tax that he needed to fulfill. But because he was not dancing to the tune of the the government, they decided to make sure that he leave the scene. What prevents the deputy director of education going on leave? What prevents him for not going on leave or not going on retirement? Is it because it's alleged that he's associated with the government, so he should be given the opportunity to be there? These are issues. Look, my sister, these are issues that I don't think we should just waste a lot of time on. If his retirement date is due, please leave the same. Let the youth come, or let another person take that mandate. Or is it because he has what it takes to manage that particular sector, to be the deputy director of education? Absolutely no. So look, let's do something about it. If he's supposed to leave, let him leave, no matter his political affiliation with either party A or party B. If it's due him, let him go, for us to have a sound person. He can be a consultant for UN education sector or others, but hey, the teacher front are saying his retirement is due, he should go. Look, because when you go to
We
even
should know all the facts.
again,
I said we should know all the facts.
yeah, we should know. Yeah. And moreover, for example, when you go to our district education offices, when you attain the age of 60, nobody will tell you be there or you should leave. You should know automatically you are leaving. You can only be given an extension or a contract-based appointment. If not so, please let him leave.
Right.